Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And we begin with that bombshell from the White House late today. FBI Director James Comey fired by President Trump. It came without warning. Just last week, Comey testifying about the FBI's investigation into Russia's meddling in the U.S. election. Also about the agency's investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails. Comey saying at the time that it makes him, quote, mildly nauseous that he might have affected the outcome of the election. Comey's relationship with the president has been closely watched. Right here in their first meeting at the White House, the president, in fact, joking that you have become more famous than me. Well, tonight, that FBI director has now been fired. And our chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, with new reporting here. What led to this stunning decision?
Tonight, in a terse letter, President Trump informed FBI Director James Comey, quote, "You are hereby terminated and removed from office effective immediately," explaining you are not able to effectively lead the Bureau. It was just last week that Comey told Congress he was mildly nauseous at the idea his announcement about Hillary Clinton's emails may have had an impact on the election. Comey upended the campaign just 11 days before the vote, announcing his investigators were now poring over new emails discovered on the laptop of Anthony Weiner, the disgraced former congressman married to Clinton's close aide, Huma Abedin. But just 2 days before the election, Comey revealed there was nothing there. Then just last week, Comey testified about Abedin, Weiner, and those emails.
His then spouse, Huma Abedin, appears to have had a regular practice of forwarding emails to him, for him, I think, to print out for her, so she could then deliver them to the Secretary of State.
Comey said Abedin forwarded, quote, hundreds and thousands of emails, some of which contained classified information. But today, the FBI admitted Comey's most recent comments were wrong and that his testimony was misleading. In a letter to Congress, the FBI acknowledged Abedin only forwarded a small number of emails to Weiner.
But is the White House concerned that the FBI director apparently gave inaccurate testimony?
I don't, at this point, I have not asked, and I'm not fully aware of this. I mean, I'm aware of the testimony that occurred and the inquiries, but I've yet to follow up on that, and I'd be glad to follow up.
Does the president still have confidence, full confidence in FBI Director James Comey?
I have no reason to believe. I haven't asked him, so I have not asked the president since the last time we spoke about this.
And the last time you spoke about it, you said he did have confidence, but you're not sure to say that again now?
Well, I don't, in light of what you're telling me, I don't want to start speaking on behalf of the president without speaking to him first.
President Trump once spoke glowingly of Comey.
He's become more famous than me.
Late tonight, Comey was spotted in Los Angeles, where he had planned to give a speech. That event has been canceled, and the only thing certain about his future now is that it won't be at the FBI.
So let's get live to John Karl at the White House there. And John, the administration tonight is making it clear that one of the reasons Comey has been fired was because of how he handled the Clinton email investigation during the campaign, deciding to hold that lengthy news conference, highly critical of her, before then announcing no criminal charges.
It was the primary reason, David, and the case against Comey is outlined in a stern letter, a 3-page letter from the Deputy Attorney General that especially takes issue with that press conference back in July of last year, saying, "I cannot defend the director's handling of the conclusion of the investigation into Secretary Clinton's emails, and I do not understand his refusal to accept the near universal judgment that he was mistaken." Very strong words against the FBI director, explaining why the recommendation was made that the president should fire him.
And John, you covered this campaign closely. The irony is not lost here that this decision would be made based on how they handled Hillary Clinton's emails. She was Donald Trump's fierce opponent, and now he's been fired because of mishandling that moment.
Yes, including very harsh words about the fact that when he announced that he wasn't going to seek an indictment of Hillary Clinton, that he went on with his press conference to, quote, hold a press conference to release derogatory information about the subject of a declined criminal investigation. Letter said that is not the way we operate at the FBI.
Okay, John Karl leading us off tonight.